The next 3 tournaments are going to go a long ways to determining the rest of this season. It's time for another BFL Triple Header. Seems like we just got back from High Rock. It's a quick turnaround here, you know. It's just a couple of weeks and bam, we're right back on the grind again. And when I say grind, I mean grind. It is going to be an absolute grind for me over the next 2 weeks. It's mid-July. It's hot. It's humid. It's muggy. The fishing's going to be really tough. It's going to be an absolute grind on Carr Lake. If you followed me at all over the last couple of years, you'll know I kind of have a love-hate relationship with Carr Lake, but it's mostly hate. In 2018, I'll never forget it. In 2018, that lake single-handedly cost me a shot at a regional championship on Lake Norman. Going into the last event of the year, the super tournament, all I knew was one fish. One fish, and I'd have had the points to be in the top 45 and make the regional. This was after the first tournament of the year where I zeroed on Carr Lake and really just put myself, you know, behind the 8 ball. But I battled back all year long. 2018, I just battled back, and did everything I could to try to make up the ground. And it came down to Carr Lake, and she got me. And I just couldn't figure it out. At the time, I wasn't a good enough angler to understand how to get bit when the conditions were hot and tough, and it was late summer at the time. Conditions are about the same now. It's hot, midsummer. It's going to be tough. So it'll be interesting to see if I'm a better angler now. You know, the next 3 events are incredibly important. I'm fishing 2 divisions. If you've been following me, just 2 divisions. And this first event of the triple header is going to be the North Carolina division. Somehow or another, I've slipped into the top 45. I don't know how, but somehow or another, I have gotten myself into the top 45. And as it stands right now, eligible to go to the James River and fish that regional championship. I struggled really bad in the North Carolina division, the first 2 tournaments, Lake Norman and the first High Rock event. I think I finished 120th and then like 90th. And then the third, you know, the second High Rock event that I fished in the North Carolina division, I was able to put it together and you know, I was able to get 5 bites. And anyway, I ended up with a top 10 finish. And that really catapulted me into the top 45. But all that could be easily wiped away in one day. You know, it can be gone in one day. If you struggle out here, if you don't catch a fish, you don't get those points, you could find yourself really outside looking into that top 45. And make no mistake, my goal was not just to get in the top 45. My goal was to go up here and have a really solid showing on Carr Lake. You know, it costs a lot of money to go do this. The entry fees are $200 a pop. It costs a lot of money. The travel expenses are through the roof. So being able to make your money back and just break even is so important for me in these BFLs. So the goal is not to just go up here and catch one fish and get your points and go home. It's not that, no, it's not those. That hasn't been the goal in a long time. I want to do solid here. In order for me to be solid here, it's going to have to be me figuring out the winning pattern on Carr Lake. And I will say this, from my limited experience on Carr, it seems to be a pattern lake. So if you find a pattern, you know, if you find a bite, a pattern that or a technique that's working for you, you can duplicate that across that lake. That's been my experience there. And I'm really hoping to be able to find that again. I thought about backing down on my practice time for these 3 events, but I really just can't. I really can't, because it's really important for me to find that pattern. Are they shallow? Are they deep? Carr Lake, the water fluctuates there, and based on what that water is doing determines like where those fish are located at. Are they going to be, if the water's going to be 303, or they may be in the bushes. If it's going to be 301, 300, 299, they're more likely to be offshore somewhere. So, or at least a little bit deeper. So I need to be able to find that out. And I'm anticipating an absolute grind. I'm anticipating a toll on my body. I know you can't look at it by the way I look. I'm a little chunky, but I work out all the time. I go running all the time. I run outside in the middle of the day when it's really hot, and it conditions my body to be able to handle the heat and the summertime temperatures and the mugginess. And, you know, you got to condition your body when you're fishing in this kind of stuff. So it's a mental game. Tournament fishing is a mental game. And then tournament fishing in the summer is a physical game as well. Like, you got to be able to have yourself, you got to be conditioned to do it. And because you're standing up for 8 hours, 10 hours a day, 12 hours a day. A tournament day is 8 hours. And it's just a grind on your body. And but I love it. I love it. I'm looking forward to this challenge. This whole year has just been a prove it year. Prove it to myself that I can do this. And this is another opportunity for me to prove to myself that, yeah, Car Lake's had my number over the years. She has had me. I got a chance here to prove to myself that I finally got this place figured out, and I'm looking forward to doing that. I have no idea what the bite is. I know what the water level is. I know what the water temperature is. Truthfully, I did go up there and practice last weekend. I'm not going to talk about that right now, but I did. And I'm looking forward to going. I'm looking forward to this event. I'm looking forward to getting up there tomorrow, Thursday. I'm going to put in 12 hours tomorrow and Thursday. I hope to be off the water by 12 o'clock Friday and have it all figured out. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see how it goes. It's going to be a grind over the next 2 weeks. North Carolina division, Piedmont division, and that's that. I don't know. I don't really have anything else to say. It's the preview video. The preview is freaking catch some fish. So that's it. That's all I got. Come back and see me here in about 2 weeks here. Check the channel out, and hopefully you will see more things like this right here.
Yes, sir! Boom shakalaka! That's what I'm talking about!